Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to cut through the noise, get straight to the point.
Yeah.
And today, we're looking at the 2025 Topps Chrome UEFA Soccer Value Box. The big question, is it a smart buy or maybe just an overpriced cardboard casino, as some folks are saying? Our goal, figure out the real value here, beyond the marketing hype. So first glance, $180, you get 80 cards. That works out to what, $2.25 per card?
Yeah.
Sounds okay, maybe even reasonable. But is it?
Well, that's where it gets interesting, right? That initial $2.25 sounds fine until you look closer. The reality is most of those cards, the base cards, they're worth pennies. Maybe the price of like you said, a gas station energy drink.
Pennies, okay.
Yeah. And sure, there's a guaranteed autograph. That sounds good. But it could be a huge star, or it could be a player maybe even hardcore fans haven't heard of. It's a total gamble.
Right.
And another thing, the base set, it's 200 cards, which sounds big for UEFA competitions. But sources say it's actually missing licenses for about half the really big clubs.
Half. So you're not even getting the full picture of the top teams.
Exactly. That really hurts the collectability, the long-term appeal.
Okay, so that $2.25 per card thing is, well, it's pretty misleading then. The value just isn't spread evenly at all. And speaking of value, we've heard something else, a key detail. Topps reportedly increased the print runs this year by quite a bit, like 20%. What does that do to the whole equation?
Oh, it fundamentally shifts everything. It's basic supply and demand, really. You crank up supply by 20%, you're essentially flooding the market like a, broken dam, as one source put it. But here's the kicker. They're still pricing it high, like it's some kind of rare, limited, hobby shop exclusive.
Despite making way more of them.
Precisely. And look, collectors aren't blind. We've seen this pattern before. It just crushes long-term value. Think about it, even last year's boxes, which had lower print runs. They're apparently just selling around their original retail price now, if that. No real growth.
So more supply this year, same high price. Doesn't bode well for holding value.
Not at all. It tells you that demand just isn't keeping up.
Okay, but Topps is still pushing the exciting stuff, right? The hits. They talk about numbered parallels, those cool pulsar refractors, inserts like Wonder Kids, Final Destination.
Right.
It sounds appealing. How much weight should we actually give those chase cards, given everything else?
It sounds great. I agree. Until you look at the odds, the actual math, frankly, it's, one source called it criminally absurd.
Ouch.
Yeah. You're shelling out almost $200 for the slim chance of pulling maybe one really good card, like a low-numbered parallel, one of only 50 or 25 made, or a flashy pulsar refractor that might actually hold some value. But meanwhile, you're drowning in this sea of base cards featuring players you might not even recognize.
So you pay for the lottery ticket, basically.
Essentially. And then there's this other angle, it's been called chaos capitalism. Topps doesn't just release this box. They drop multiple versions all at once. You've got the standard hobby, the jumbo hobby, Sapphire Edition, these Breaker Delight boxes.
Right, I've seen those. Different price points, different configurations.
Exactly. The idea is to hit every segment of the market, extract maximum wallet damage, let's say. But while they're doing that, they're also kind of diluting their own product line overall, spreading the hits too thin across too many products.
It really paints a picture, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A bit bleak for anyone thinking investment. But, some collectors just love the rip, right?
Yeah.
The excitement of opening the pack, the chance itself. How do we balance that thrill against these pretty stark numbers? What's the market actually saying?
Look, the thrill is real, absolutely. For some, that's the whole point, and that's fine. But the market, it doesn't really care about sentiment. It reacts to supply and demand. And what we're hearing, what people are reporting online, is that these boxes, they're sitting on shelves. They're available at retail prices for months sometimes after they launch.
Which isn't typical for a hot, valuable product.
Not at all. Hot products usually vanish fast. So when you see boxes lingering, it tells you supply is way outstripping demand. Any kind of investment idea, it's basically caught fire, as the saying goes.
So the bottom line.
Unless you're purely in it for the fun, the gamble, and you genuinely have, money to burn on glorified lottery tickets, the advice seems pretty clear. Skip this one. Skip the overpriced cardboard casino. Put your money towards something that isn't likely to depreciate faster than a rental car.
Wow. Okay, so this deep dive really underscores it, doesn't it? Look past the shiny wrapper, the marketing buzz. You have to understand the real market dynamics, the supply, the actual value proposition. Which leaves us with a final thought for you to consider. In today's world, where companies get really sophisticated at segmenting markets, managing supply, sometimes increasing supply while keeping prices high. How do you, as a collector or just a consumer, figure out what's genuinely valuable versus what just looks scarce because of clever marketing? Something to think about.